Hi guys, this is Mr. Zenoy. Today we're going to be reviewing 3D figures, nets, surface areas of cubes, prisms, and pyramid notes. A prism is a three-dimensional figure with at least two parallel congruent faces. Congruent means the same angles and same size. Parallel means that they wouldn't cross. So in this rectangle, the rectangle that's on top of the rectangular prism and the rectangle that's on the bottom of the rectangular prism, so the one that's on the bottom, the one that's on the top, they're the same size, same shape, and they are parallel to each other. Okay? The congruent faces are called bases. Okay? That are called polygons. When the base is a shape that is represented by a capital B, because it's the area of the base. A pyramid is a three-dimensional figure with one base that is a polygon, and the other faces are triangles. So the base here is a rectangle, the rest of the faces are triangles, so this is a rectangular pyramid. Okay? The altitude or height of each lateral face is called the slant height, which is depicted with an S in the picture here. Typically you'll see this little fancy L used for slant height. Okay. A net is a two-dimensional pattern of a 3D figure. So this is a net of a triangular prism. If I took a triangular prism and I unfolded it. So, for example, sorry guys, I just went to grab something. This here is a triangular prism. If I took it and unfolded it, the two triangles end up here, and then I've got 1, 2, 3 rectangles. Okay? Line segments AB and DC are coplanar because they lie on the same plane. Okay, in the picture they lie on this plane J. Surface area is the amount of material you need to fully cover an object, such as wrapping paper on a present. Surface area is if I took the area of each individual shape of my 3D figure and I added it together, but it has to be on the outside of my 3D figure. Okay. Every prism has two congruent parallel bases. Faces that are not bases are called lateral faces. Lateral is a fancy way of saying on the side. You might have heard in football them doing a lateral play. The parts of the net labeled sides are the lateral faces. Top and bottom in the picture are the bases. So these two in the rectangular prism are bases, the rest are lateral faces. Okay? The lateral area is the sum of the area of the lateral faces. So in that picture from before, all the faces that were on the side, if I add up all their areas, that's the lateral area. The surface area, which is what we're typically looking for, is the sum of the lateral area plus the area of the bases, or the base if it's a pyramid. Caitlin is recycling paper bags to make gift wrap paper for cardboard box like the one shown below. The cardboard box has three lateral faces. What shape are the lateral faces? Okay, and they would be rectangles. Write the formula that can be used to find the area of a lateral face. Okay. We would use area equals base times height. Okay. The cardboard box has two bases. What shape are the bases? Triangles. Okay. What formula can be used to find the area of that? Area equals 1/2 the base times the height. Okay. Suppose the base of the cardboard box is an equilateral triangle. Wow. Okay. Label the cardboard box with the dimensions below, then fill in the blanks to find how much paper Caitlin needs to recycle. So since this whole thing is 30, I know this is 30, and I know this is 30, and that makes my life a whole lot easier when I go to fill in the formula. 3 times 30 times 40. Actually, is that going to work? 30, 40, 30, 40, 30. Yes. Okay, plus 2 times 1/2 times 26 times 30. Okay, that's what the formula is going to be for us. Okay, so 3 times 30 times 40. When I do all of that, I get 3,600, so I'm going to park that over here for a second. And then I'm going to do 1/2, 2 times 1/2, which cancel, times 26 times 30, which is 780. So I should get 4,280 cubic centimeters. Sorry, square centimeters. Sorry, square centimeters because it's surface area. Sorry. I should know that. Okay. Now, the lateral area of prisms. The lateral area L, capital L of a prism, is the perimeter of the base, P, times the height, H. So lateral area equals perimeter of the base times the height. Okay. The surface area of prisms formulas always follow surface area equals lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. Okay, this is the general formula we're going to use. Or you could just find the area of each one and add them up with the net, which is easier for some people. Okay. So find the lateral area and surface area of this prism. That is the next step in this problem. Okay, we're going to find the lateral area. Lateral area equals perimeter of the base times the height. So 2 times, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess I didn't want to use L, but 2 times the length plus 2 times the width times the height of the prism. So I used 5.5 and 3. So I decided that this rectangle on the bottom was the base. Rectangular prisms are annoying because you have many options. I'm just picking the one on the bottom to be the base. So 2 times 5.5 plus 2 times 3 times the height. How far is this one from this one? Is 15.1. That's 256.7. That's the area of all the rectangles that are on the side. And then to find the surface area, I'll just add this number plus 2 times 5.5 times 3, because now I just need to include the ones on the outside. And I get 289.7 inches squared is the surface area. Let's find the lateral and surface area of this prism. Okay, a triangular prism is way easier because the only thing I can choose is the base, is the triangle. So perimeter of the base is 8 plus 15 plus 17 times 20, because how far the triangles are from each other. 40 times 20 is 800, plus 2 times area of the base. To find surface area, the lateral area was 800 plus 2 times the area of the base. 2 times 1/2 times base of the triangle is 15, height of the triangle is 8. 2 times 1/2 cancels. 15 times 8 is 120. 800 plus 120 is 920 meters squared. That is the surface area. Now, find the lateral and surface area of the pentagonal pyramid. Well, lateral area for a pyramid actually changes. It's 1/2 the perimeter times the slant height. Okay? It's because the 1/2 comes from the area formula for a triangle. Perimeter of the base times the slant height. Okay? 1/2 times the perimeter of the base. This is a regular pentagon, so each of these are 4. So 4 times 5 times the slant height, which is 15, which is on the outside of the pyramid. It's the height of each individual triangle on the outside. It's not the height of the pyramid, it's the height of each individual triangle on the outside. 4 times 5 is 20, divided by 2 is 10, 10 times 15 is 150 centimeters squared. Find the surface area, we're just going to take the lateral area and add the area of the base. So 150 plus, we have the area of this pentagon is 27.5. Add them together, you get 177.5 square centimeters is the surface area. When you work with a cube, it's going to be really boring. Find the lateral and surface area of the prism. So the perimeter would be 4 times the side length, and then the height is the side length. So 4 times the side length squared, 4 times 6 squared, 6 squared is 36, 4 times 36 is 144 square feet is the lateral area. Then I add 2 times the area of the base, 144 plus 2 times 6 times 6, 144 plus 2 times 36. 2 times 36 is 72. 144 plus 72 is 216 feet squared. So the surface area is 216 feet squared. Now, the other thing we need to talk about is surface area of composite solids. So, find the surface area of the composite solid in the picture. So, the surface area of the composite solid would be the surface area of the rectangle plus the surface area of the triangular prism minus the overlap. So, because, remember, this section right here where they overlap is not on the outside. So, I will not be calculating that. So, it's easier just to find these surface areas individually and then get rid of the overlap. So, perimeter of the base times the height, the prism, plus 2 times the area of the base. Perimeter of the base times the height on the prism, plus 2 times the area of the base. Minus the overlap, 2 of them, which would be which this number is wrong, I think. So I'll correct it for your notes, because this should be 8. This should be 8. Should be, I want to say that's 8 times 8. Yeah, it's 8 times 8. So I'll fix it in your notes. Anyway, 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 times 10, plus 2 times 8 times 8, plus 8 times 10 times 4. Sorry, 8 plus 10 plus 4, because this section right here is only 14 minus 10, which is 4, times 8, plus 2 times 1/2 times 8 times, and this guy should be 8, right? No, that it should be a 4. Hold on. No, this guy should be 4. It should be 8 times 8. Oh, it's because it's this. Yep, okay. Yep. Alright. 32 times 10 plus 2 times 64 plus 22 is 4. Wait a minute. How did I get this to be a 4? This should be an 8. Hold on. Perimeter times the base, that's correct. That's correct. Triangle, so this is 1822 times, and this should be 8. Okay, this should be an 8. And then 8 times 4. This should be 8 times 4. I'm going to have to go through and fix this while we're doing this. I'm sorry. Yep. 8, 10, 4, 8. Yep. 2 1/2, 8, 4. Yep. Yes, yes. That should be 20. That should be an 8. This should be 8 times 4, because 2 times 1/2 cancels, and then minus 2 times 8, 8. 28. This should be... It shouldn't be that. This should be 176 plus 32. So this number is also wrong down here, I suspect. Okay, so those guys cancel. So 320, 128, 176, 32, 5, 12, 15. So the surface area is really 656 meters squared of our composite solid. Sorry about that. I'm going to do some quick math to fix that. Alright, on the back, I want you to try these problems, and then we'll go through and solve them. So again, surface area equals lateral area plus 2 times the base, which is perimeter of the base times the height of the prism plus 2 times the area of the base. So 1.3 plus 1.4 times 2 is the perimeter. I'm going to choose the rectangle at the bottom. times 1.2 plus 2 times 1.3 times 1.4. So I'm going to set this up. 1.3 plus 1.4 times 2, get 5.4 plus 2 times 1.3 times 1.4, 3.64. Add these together, and I should get 9.04 meters squared is our surface area. Alright, we're going to keep going. Surface area equals lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. Surface area equals perimeter of the base times height of the prism times 2 times the area of the base. 5 plus 12 plus 13, this is the perimeter of the triangle, times the height of the prism is 15 plus 2 times 1/2. Base of the triangle is 5, and the height is 12. Sorry, I ran out of room. Which is going to end up equaling 5, plus 12 plus 13, that's 30, times 15. So I get 450 plus 60, which should give me 510 square feet is the surface area. Okay. Alright, let's do the pyramid. Pyramid equals lateral plus the base. Lateral area is 1/2 the perimeter of the base times the lateral slant height plus the formula, which is base times height. This is a square pyramid, so we're going to say this is 13 meters. 1/2, 4 times 13 times the slant height 14 plus 13 times 13, 169. 0.5 times 4 times 13 times 14, 364. 364 plus 169 gives me 533 meters squared is the surface area of that. And then the last one is the area of the composite solid, which is going to be... Why did I put a P up here? This should be an S. Okay, surface area of the composite solid equals surface area of pyramid 1 plus surface area of pyramid 2 minus the overlap. Okay. Lateral area plus L plus B, which is 1/2 P slant height plus area of the base, 1/2 P plus slant height plus area of the base, minus 2 times the base, area of the base. Okay. Alright, 1/2, 4 times 5, times 12.3, plus, oh dear lord, 5 times 5, plus 1/2, 4 times 5, times 15.2, again this is a square pyramid, plus 5 times 5, minus 2 times 5 times 5. Okay. The cool thing here is if you look, is that the parts I'm about to circle cancel out. Plus 5 times 5, plus times 5, 5 times 5, minus 2 times 5.5. So I'm just going to get rid of these guys and be left with just adding those together to make my life easier. So 0.5 times 20, which is 4 times 5, times 12.3. I get 123 plus, and I'm guessing this is going to be 152. Yep. Okay. Add them together. My surface area is 275 inches squared. And thank you for watching.